Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Probably one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to skincare or just makeup in general is when girls apply, and guys, makeup with dirty brushes. It grosses me out. Who knows how often that they clean their brushes. And one rule that I always live by is make sure that I am applying my makeup onto my clean face with a clean brush. Now, I get it, sometimes there are those brushes that we are using on a daily. Let's say this is one of my favorite brushes, the Morphe R39, and I like using this as a for my transition colors on my eyeshadow. And I think I have two of these. Yes. Well, this is a similar one, MAC 217. But so I have two brushes that are a lot alike, but when I do apply eyeshadow, I always reach for this one. So if I need it and it is dirty, I do have citrus brush cleaner, and I found it at Sephora, and it's made with citrus oils, and so it's gonna dry quicker than just any water base, and it smells good. It smells like lemon. And if I am gonna use this is a daily cleanser, so I just spray it and then swirl it around some paper towel or just any towel that I have, and it's ready to go. But it doesn't get all of the dirt and grime, so it is very important that you do keep your brushes clean, because you just don't want nasty breakouts on your face. So I'm gonna show you guys how I clean my brushes. So this is my setup. I keep all my clean brushes in this gold pencil holder, and I found this at Target. I don't know, it was like 15 bucks or something. So I put all my clean brushes in there. When I am done with brushes that are dirty, I'll put them in this cup, because that just reminds myself hey, don't grab for that one because they're already dirty, and I just try to mess with these. But since I only have one of these and I do use this to wisp away the setting powder, I'll spray it lightly with that citrus spray, and I will show you guys how I clean these beauty blenders as well. Let's start with the brushes. You will need your dirty brushes. You're going to need a cup to hold them face down. First, you're going to start with a cup of hot water. And fill it up about halfway, because the water is going to rise the more brushes that you put in the cup. You're going to use 2 tablespoons of Dawn dish soap. And then this is 1 tablespoon of distilled white vinegar. All right, and then all I'm gonna do is swirl that a little bit. And now we could start adding our brushes, bristles down. So I'll start with the bigger ones. This is one of my favorite brush contour brushes, so I'm sure it's pretty dirty. Just stick that in. So we are going to leave these brushes sitting here for about 20 minutes, and then I'm going to get back to you guys and show you how I rinse them off and just lay them out. The brush is soaking, so while these are soaking for the next 20 minutes or so, I want to show you how I wash my beauty blenders. What I used to do is always just use hand soap and just keep scrunching them and scrunching them, squeezing them out, soaking them up with the water and the soap, and it never really got fully clean. And I am going to show you how I can make this beauty blender look brand new. And you're going to need any bar of soap. I have one of those Zest soap bars, and I like it because it has the curve in it. It doesn't matter, it's just whatever your preference is. So bar of soap and your beauty blenders, and you're going to run your faucet warm. Gonna grab your dirty beauty blender, wet your bar of soap, and start rubbing. Rinse. All right. and just keep repeating. And what I like about this is that it's actually getting into the sponge and cleaning it from the inside out. There you have it. Alright, as you can see, our water is pretty murky. The Dawn soap and the vinegar doing its job. If you can, find yourself a nice fine comb or little brush to brush the bristles of your makeup brushes. Now we have our towel laid out, and all we're going to do is make sure that we form the brushes how they're supposed to be, and we just lay them out. Alright, so we are just going to lay the brushes out to dry. The sponges are going to dry. And now my cup is empty. So we're good to go for the week. Alright, so there's been a few questions on my skincare routine. It's pretty simple. I mean, every day I wash my face. I apply this press serum or like some kind of hydrating lotion on my face, and at night I wash my face again, and that's pretty much what I do every day. Once a week I will use a face mask and also the cleansing wipes by Tula. But my face routine is fairly simple. I just make sure that it's clean often, and after wearing lots of makeup, I make sure that I take my makeup off before I go to bed. I used to be one of those bad girls that used to sleep with my makeup on, but that really clogs your pores and it's not good for your skin. I've never really had like terrible acne growing up. You know, as soon as I hit puberty, I had a pimple here and there on my face, but I really had bad back knee, and it was quite embarrassing. I remember it was between 9th and 11th grade where my back knee was really bad. What really sucked was when I went to school dances, I would keep my hair down, and I would even add hair extensions to cover my back because I didn't have a very attractive back. It was full of scars and full of acne, and it really took over my life and my high school career. It was definitely tough as a high schooler to grow up with back knee. I think it was my sophomore year when Proactive became like the up and coming thing, and they used to sell Proactive all the time at the mall, like at the kiosks. And my godmother and I, she raised me during my high school years. We were at the mall and we went and we bought the Proactive, like the whole starter kit. And every night after I take a shower, I was like laying on my stomach, and my Nina, my godmother, would use the toner on my back first with a cotton ball, rub that down, and then she would apply the lotion on me. And this was before Proactive came out with their body washes, like years later. It was just the face stuff, but we used it on my back, and that actually helped me. So like by my senior year, I only had a few pimples here and there on my back, and my scars are very minimal. And after that, I've never really had much acne. I'm waiting for that adult acne that everybody talks about, but thanks to Tula, it's kept it at bay. Alright, so it's Sunday night, and what I normally do is put on a face mask. So this is my exfoliating treatment mask by Tula. I put this on weekly. Probably leave it on for like 5 to 10 minutes. I just rinse this off with hot water. I'm going to take a shower after this. When I don't use my mask, I usually switch up between these two. This is the Purifying Face Cleanser. Love it. Feels really light. And then this is the Replenishing Cleansing Oil. And it's the same thing, it's a face cleanser, but it's made with oil, it's made with kefir. And you just take a couple of pumps and rub it, and you could feel like the oils, but afterwards your face feels so smooth. And I usually don't have to put any kind of like hydrating lotion at night with this. I still do anyway, but one of these two, really good. Every night I do put on this hydrating day and night cream. It's one of my favorite products that Tula has. So if you were only gonna get one thing out of this whole line, I would definitely recommend a hydrating cream or the face cleanser. I keep this cream right by my bed. This is the Multispectrum Overnight Skin Rescue Treatment, and I've heard that a lot of people don't like the smell of this. I also heard though that Tula will be changing the formula a little bit. I personally like the smell. It reminds me of like lemon meringue pie. It's a really thick yogurty cream, and you just apply a thin layer right before bed. And yes, your face does feel a little caked, but when you wake up, it's as smooth as a baby's bottom. I love it. Guys, it is the next morning. That sounds like Boomer. Come in. Oh, hi. You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi, world. Hi, people. Hello, good morning. I know you just woke up. You were such a sleepyhead today. You know that? Back to the face routine. So I just washed my face with the Tula face wash, and now because it's the winter time, I like to use that press serum, and I talk about it all the time, but that's because I really swear by it. Like this stuff, this press serum, like it's really good, guys, especially if you do live in the Northeast for the winter time. I mean, your skin gets dry. I have normal skin, but come the winter, my skin's a little drier, and this has been my saving grace. So I definitely need some more. All you do is take a little bit. Can you see that? All you do is take a little bit and just start rubbing it in. This makes for excellent primer, face primer, before you put on your makeup. And so I've been using this as a face primer for a little bit. I'm gonna get ready really quick and I will be right back. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna end the video here. Maybe I'll do like a training video like later on in the future. My training right now is just like pretty boring, or I find that it's pretty boring and not interesting enough to record. Maybe like in another video I will share like a whole week's worth of training. Alright, so if you like this video, go ahead and click that like button. If you like me, please subscribe, and especially if you want to see what's coming up in the very, very future, because I have some important things to talk about. So if you like me, please subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.